You know what that sound means? It's another episode of Game for a Movie where we ask, are you game for a movie? I am Mike, your host. I am joined by
Andre.
And Jill. Andre, you came in hot.
Yeah, well, I was
Andre
ready for it.
right
I was,
off,
I was
just
rearing to
running
go, ready
for
to
it.
go. Yeah.
All right. I love it.
Yeah.
We've got movies. We've also got drinks. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Andre, since you came in hot, what are you drinking over there?
All right. Well, I might have been coming in hot, but I am staying cool with this bourbon peach tea punch, my friend. Oh, it's a delight. And
You guys
spoiler
give me shit for my transitions. That was cheesy as fuck.
I saw an
Right?
opportunity and I took it. Jill and I, so we have a 4th of July party coming up, and we're basically trying to taste test this batch recipe. It's black tea, bourbon, and peach liqueur, and it is delightful.
Nice.
The bourbon, if anybody cares, is Old
Very
Forester.
refreshing.
Old Forester,
okay.
100 proof. That's the bourbon, and it's delightful.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are having a 4th of July party without me?
It's really surreal being. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say is it's surreal to be one room over from Andre because there's, I guess, a bit of a lag for me. So I'm hearing, a 5-second pause and then.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is also sad that we are not 4th of July together. It feels like tradition, but
I'm not doing a 4th of July party
sad.
this year. It's weird.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm off and everything, but it's just I haven't found the need to yet.
Just taking a day then?
Yeah, just taking the day.
Oh yeah.
I do have 2 pork butts. I'm
gonna watch Independence Day.
I might watch Independence Day. I'm probably gonna smoke these 2 pork butts and then bring it over to the hospital because Claire's working there.
Okay.
So I'll do a little, hey, there you guys go, lunch. Thank you for all you do.
Nice, dude.
Jill, are you having a bourbon peach cocktail, or are you doing some?
We're drinking the same. We're drinking the same thing.
I needed her opinion too.
Yeah, he did. I can't say my favorite brewery brought back my favorite summer sour, so I had that today. The Double Rocket Pop by Alvarium.
Oh, I forgot about the Double Rocket Pop.
Dude.
Yeah. Last year I verified. Last year was just a Rocket Pop. Now it is a double, and it is delicious. Yeah. I bought a 4-pack. Super excited. Gonna make them last for as long as I can.
Tastes like a melted popsicle. Gets you drunk. What more could you want?
It tastes better than the popsicle. I don't even like the popsicle.
Wait, what?
I don't like the popsicle. I don't like.
You don't like the Rocket Pop?
No, I don't like. I like lemon ice. I like lemon ice things, but on the grand spectrum of frozen delights, I definitely lean towards the creamy and chocolate versus the fruit and ice.
I don't know. I don't know what to do with you sometimes.
Especially those things that come in tubes. I despise.
But it doesn't come in a tube.
No. Yeah, what? That's a totally different product. You're talking about the
Flintstone push-up pop?
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. I know
the red, white, and blue one.
Those push-up pops were crack. Those were good. Yeah,
the
red, white, and blue one wasn't a push-up though.
No. But I'm just saying, that's a totally different product. It's all
I like the red. I like the white part because I like lemon.
Cherry and blueberry.
Lemon and blue. I don't like cherry flavored things. So the cherry was my least favorite. Then the white. Then the blue. Which guess what? That's the way the pop works.
Now you make me really.
At summer camp, at the end of every day at summer camp, we would leave and we get handed ices or ice cream. Mm-hmm. That one was one I would eat. Creamsicles would always be like a pass.
Oh,
I don't like creamsicles.
I'm not a creamsicle fan.
I don't like. It's artificial orange. I just don't like that flavor. And then usually, if it was a creamsicle on one side, because there was 2 ways to get to the buses, the other side would have like the broken up cookie bits around like a chocolate layer and then like a vanilla layer in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
That would be my alternative. But the Flintstone push pops were good. They're like sorbet.
Those are the best.
They're like it's a different type of fruity ice. It's creamy almost.
See, a Rocket Pop makes me think of the 4th of July. Makes me really want a hot dog real bad.
The point.
Is that
a lyric from something?
Huh?
Is it a lyric from something?
No, that's a quote from Legally Blonde.
Oh.
There we go. It is a quote. I knew it. I knew it was from a thing.
Jennifer Coolidge. She so Elle is wearing like red, white, and blue, and Jennifer Coolidge looks at her and is just like, "You make me think of the 4th of July, and I want a hot dog real bad."
Oh gosh, Jennifer Coolidge. What
Jennifer
treasure?
What a segue.
Yeah, right. Hey, what am I drinking? Oh, I'm glad you guys asked.
Sorry.
So I got from Appalachian Mountain Brewing.
Can't see it through your
Yeah,
green
no, it's being
I
screen.
green
know the
screened
green
out.
screen's weird. It's the Low and Hazy IPA.
Mm.
Okay.
They have like a Pioneer pack, and so I was like, all right, cool, I'll test it out, and it's good. Like the 3 of them are IPAs, and the last thing I was telling Andre is a honeydew honeysuckle wheat.
Yeah.
A wheat, not a wit, or
A
the
wheat.
same thing.
Wheat.
Wheat.
Honeysuckle wheat.
Yes,
Is a wheat is the same as a wit though?
No.
That's why I was asking.
Do I remember the difference? No, but they're not the
You
same.
don't have to.
Yeah.
It sounds honeydew. How honeydewy?
That's what's
it?
interesting. It's very honeydewy.
Oh, is it?
That's a hard flavor, I would imagine.
But like honeysuckle, like the honeysuckle kind of rounds it out a little bit. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I just know nobody else is going to drink it, and I just wanted the pack, so I was
Yeah,
like,
that
okay,
makes
cool.
sense. Their can art
That
is like
was a
really
safe
cool.
bet.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, their can art's really cool. Like this one's like a sunset over water. I'm trying to like block it so you can see it past the
Yep.
green screen.
Yeah,
But like
no,
it's
it is
like
nice.
it's artistic and fun, so I like it a lot. Appalachian Mountain Brewery. Yeah. So we've got some movies to talk.
We do.
We
do.
do.
Funny thing is, I'm starting it off with, I'll call it a 2-banger. It's not really a 2-banger, but it kind of is.
Okay.
So I'm talking The Flash.
Yeah.
And I also rewatched literally 10 minutes ago, Flashpoint Paradox, the animated one, because they are similar storylines, but they're very different. Yes. One is better than the other for sure, and especially because of who stars in it. And I'm gonna give a little warning right now. I think all of us respect pronouns and everything like that. I am going to mess up Ezra Miller's at least 3 times during this podcast. Ezra's a they, them. So I'm going to try my best to say that, but there may be a couple times where I see he, him, that kind of stuff.
The mispronouns are not out of malice.
Yes, it's not out of malice, even though with Ezra Miller, they probably
Even though
be.
Ezra Miller's committed many malicious acts.
Complicated,
yes.
Uh-huh.
That also leads into this movie.
It's complicated.
I think I would like it a lot better if it wasn't Ezra Miller.
You think so? Like, do they not do a good job as Barry?
No, they do a great
Really?
job, but
Okay.
it's just hard to watch them.
I thought people
in this
liked
movie.
their portrayal as Barry Allen.
Yes, and I will say that Ezra is very good at the role of Barry Allen. The problem is seeing Ezra, and
Okay.
just that's what it is.
Takes you out of the movie.
I think this movie would have been higher on my list with an actor of the same caliber, but not as complicated behind the scenes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm dying.
Okay. I'm curious to know who you'd fan recast. And don't say
Yeah,
the
right.
dude
If
from
you
the
could
CW
wave a
show.
magic wand and have somebody else.
That was the problem. I don't know who I would either. I kept
Okay.
imagining Grant Gustin talking about the CW one just because I have that reference.
Yeah.
I don't think he could have done the same in this movie because he's just, call it what it is. He's a CW actor.
Right. Yeah.
It's not meant
Very
as an
beloved.
insult, but
Very
yeah.
beloved. Not that I have seen the Flash at
I
all,
don't know,
but
man.
I've heard
I've watched the
people
first.
really go to bat for his.
They
for his,
do, and I'm
Barry?
not going to say
Wally. I don't know which one he is.
no. It's
He's
Barry.
Barry.
Yeah, he's Barry.
He's Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a Wally at one point in that show too, I think.
That's
I
my
think they
favorite
addressed that.
of the Flashes is
Wally?
Wally West. Mhm.
Wally West is pretty great.
Well, because wait a minute, is it Wally is in Young Justice, right? That's
Yeah.
the okay. Yeah,
Kid Flash.
Young
Kid Flash.
Justice,
That's Kid Flash. Okay,
I mean,
got
let's
it.
just get Michael Rosenbaum back in the,
Yeah,
age him down.
sure.
There we
Bring
go.
him back. Yeah.
Yeah.
perfect voice, the perfect
Just AI.
Flash.
Just use AI to de-age him. You know, he's.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's down for it.
Right.
I know what he looks like. Yeah.
So the idea of the Flash, basically, he finds out that he can go back in time and he can save his mom from dying. Plus, he also can save his father, who was wrongfully accused of killing his mother. So he goes back in time, he changes this one event, saves her life, and then the butterfly effect, pretty much. Everything then starts getting out of control. Little things start changing, but it's mostly mundane, nothing like that. And then they realize that this change has created a parallel world where Superman never landed on Earth. and therefore General Zod's still in there.
Okay.
So General Zod is back in this
Shannon?
movie. Yes, Michael Shannon is back in this movie. I'm pulling up the IMDb now to talk about what else. Oh, also Batman is not the same Batman.
Yes. That was kind of hard to hide because they
Oh, what?
hard.
They didn't try to hide
I don't think they tried to hide that.
Yeah, well,
No.
I was starting to say they leaned really hard in the marketing. Like, guess who we got?
The thing that was tougher that they tried to hide, but they really didn't try to hide, is the fact that it's Kara-El instead of Kal-El. So it's Supergirl, pretty much. Right. So honestly,
so a question: does Kal-El also exist in this universe? He just is dead on Krypton, or is Kara-El the sub for Kal-El?
We don't. I'm trying to remember because it's been 2 weeks now. He exists in this world, but he went to another planet, and I think Zod was able to get to him and kill him as a baby. So he's not coming back.
Yeah, as far as I can. In this universe.
Yeah, exactly. In this universe, we ain't getting Kal-El. I will say it's nice to see Michael Keaton back as Batman. That was kind of fun.
Are you disappointed that because he's Bruce Wayne? He's not Thomas Wayne. He's Bruce, right?
He's Bruce. Yeah, and that's one of the things with the Flashpoint paradox. Like, one of the big comparisons is because Flashpoint paradox, pretty much same story of goes back to save his mom and butterfly effect, everything like that. One of the things that happens is one of my favorite Batman origins of all time, because if we have to see it, at least try to do something new with it. In that world, Bruce gets shot and Thomas Wayne becomes Batman. But what's even more fun with their interpretation is, like, Martha is like holding his chest of Bruce with the blood and everything, and she like just collapses and puts like her hand over her mouth, and you think at first she's crying, but then she kind of comes up and starts laughing with this big Joker grin with blood. Oh, it's so good. It's one of those things.
And if you read not that I have read the comics, I'm not going to pretend that I have, but I think for Martha Arkham is her last name, like her side of the family.
I
think in the lore, canonically, they've always kind of hinted like a thread of madness.
Yes,
has been there. So like it's also really just done so well where it's like, okay, this isn't completely come out of left field.
No,
I mean it does, but it's like okay, no, they have established that Martha Wayne
I think
has had stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's so good, is because there is this level of believability. You can see, because especially if you read the comics, there's always that idea of one bad day could change everybody. That was the whole thing of Killing Joke and everything like that. And they even now have a comic series called One Bad Day, and it's dealing with the villains and kind of like what sets them over the edge. And so it's, especially with that now, it's very believable that Martha could do something like this, where she could become the Joker. That's Flashpoint Paradox. That's basically all you need to know about that. It was just a comparison thing. This one deals with that Zod's here, and then it also deals with who's the other bad person? Well, really, it's the three that were the bad people in the original, or in the Man of Steel.
Okay,
they're all back, and
yeah,
right. And also, when the Flash goes back in time, he enters like this time orb.
Okay.
That's a strange twist on things, because I like the fact that in Flashpoint Paradox is basically just time as this like line. You're not you're not sitting there trying to figure out where you enter things, because like they stop running and they're just in this orb, and they're just peek through like, oh, is this timeline? Oh, it's this point in the timeline. And it's really bad CGI at one of these points too. You know how in Thor Love and Thunder there's a kid's face is floating?
Yeah. Oh,
it's that.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
It's that. He pokes his head through and it's just kind of like, oh, nope. It's really bad. Yeah. So but he's in this like time orb, and as he messes with things, more and more are starting to collide on it, and so you get a lot of cameos.
Okay.
I can spoil them for you.
Yeah, I mean, go for it. I'm not going to watch this movie.
Spoilers, spoilers if you care.
Well, yeah,
Warning.
there's gonna be spoilers, yes, but I mean for you guys.
No, I told you I already know.
One of the cameos is the Kevin Smith Superman.
Oh,
That's right. Nick Cage as Superman makes an appearance.
Okay,
Wow.
Nick Cage is in this movie. All right, shit.
Yes. It's all for like 50 seconds.
Sure.
Okay.
There's like one part where all the worlds start to collide and everything like that.
Yeah.
There's also this creature that's in the time orb and basically is like attacking the Flash when he tries to go back and everything like that. You learn that it is the other Barry because there's two of them. Exactly. Yeah. And that Barry doesn't want to give up on the timeline. Basically, that Barry is like, no, we saved our mom. We can do this. I'm going to go back this time and I'll do this to
evil
Zod.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Lightyear.
Exactly. Like, I'll do this to Zod and I'll be able to save them then and everything will be okay. And nope, he fails again. It fails again. And our Barry realizes the only way to solve it is his mom's got to die. And so he goes back and he's the one that kills his own mother.
Wow. So that's
yeah.
a twist.
And he also one of the things that happens I'm sorry, I take that all back. No, he doesn't kill his own mother. No, he's thinking about it, but he's not going to do it. He just doesn't interfere anymore. But he goes to the store where his dad was supposed to be getting tomatoes for tomato sauce. And the thing he does is A, he sees his mother, and B, the dad, they found like a clip of the fact that he might be at the store and not killing the mom, but he has his hat on and he's looking down. So what Barry does was he puts the tomatoes on the top shelf so that he has to look for it there, and his face is clear to the camera. So he kind of like clears his dad's name.
Oh,
okay.
I know what you're thinking. He saved his mom and the whole world went to shit and Zod's back. How can you do this and not have any problems?
You know what? I didn't think that, but yeah, good point.
And is there an
everything seems fine?
Okay.
He
wins the court case. His dad gets his appeal. He gets released from jail. And Barry goes to celebrate with Bruce Wayne, who was able to get him the footage.
Yeah.
And Bruce Wayne is played by George Clooney.
He's back, bitch.
Oh.
Fat nipple.
Is he wearing the nipple suit?
No, it is literally, it's him as Bruce Wayne.
Is as Bruce Wayne. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. That's great. Like,
okay.
He like pulls up in like a super fancy car and, he steps out and they make a whole deal. And he's just like, Barry, I'm so glad we won. And Barry's looking at him like, Bruce?
Fade to black.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much exactly that.
Huh. Okay, well, so I get some high-level questions for you here, right?
Okay.
Does this kind of put a neat little bow on the Spider-Verse, the Snyderverse?
No.
No.
If anything, they made more questions because now everything's connected.
Okay.
Because they address multiverse and everything like that. So I guess technically, yes.
Yeah.
But now everything is connected where we got George Clooney now as Batman. Okay, is George Clooney going to be Batman in the new DC universe?
Okay,
is Ezra Miller going to be back? Because
Ezra Miller's definitely not going to be back. No way.
Yeah.
the reports are all saying that they love Ezra.
Really?
And that was the thing is like I'm sitting here going, I can't believe this. We might get another movie with Ezra Miller as the Flash.
But like
there was a thing that the studio was like, if it made a lot of money.
But it didn't make a lot of money.
It didn't.
That's the problem, right?
I do have a question. I know you already asked. You have more, Andre, but I want to sneak one in. Are you? I don't know if you ever thought it was going to happen, but were you disappointed? Is too strong of a word. Let down? Is that better? That Christian Bale Batman was not.
Oh my god!
Even for like a 25-second music moment where he's
man, I would not want him.
Would you have wanted that?
No, I really didn't. I was shocked with the Nicolas Cage, and even that, I was actually kind of a little disappointed more so with that because like this is a movie that didn't even get made, and like we're just it's a big old cock tease. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Could have
and
been.
But like I think the best now, one of the looking back on it, one of the qualities of the Nolan trilogy that's aged the best is that it's not tied to anything else, right?
Right.
It's such a contained thing.
yeah,
And it's and I guess on that note, like so Robert Pattinson doesn't show up, right? Like please the
No.
okay,
no,
great.
Robert
That's great.
Pattinson does not show up.
Oh,
That's
God.
and I hope that that's the case, right? Like
Yeah.
let that be its own thing. Let
Yeah,
the Nolan
literally
trilogy
all
be
we
its
see
own
is
thing.
Keaton, Nick Cage,
Clooney.
Clooney, and
Cage.
then there was a joke about Adam West.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I
You
mean,
know,
Sure.
and like
there wasn't much they could do with that one.
no,
so.
right, exactly. And I mean, like, I don't even think it was footage of Nick Cage this year.
Yeah.
I think it was just him, like, standing there in the suit.
They had it on the cutting room floor, and
it was kind of just like it was shadowed almost. Like,
Oh,
it's
interesting.
not. It's
So do you
not,
think like they just like asked permission, like, hey, we have this old footage of you, we're gonna use it for this cameo? Is
pretty
that cool
much
with you?
like I don't think
Interesting.
it's actually that kind of stuff. Like, the only one that actually makes an appearance is Keaton and Clooney.
Huh.
Because they had West, they had and obviously they couldn't do anything with that.
Yeah.
And then they have Nick Cage as Superman. The only other thing I'm thinking is there was another one, because they always come in threes, and I can't remember which one that one was, but that one wasn't anything important, is what I'll say.
Okay.
There definitely was something, but I don't know what exactly. Just because I don't remember exactly which one, but it wasn't that big a deal. Oh, Christopher Reeve was in there.
the original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good nod.
Yeah. So
So the other question that I have is, if we being in different, alternate universes, DCU is not gonna get the big reset button treatment.
Probably
Would this
not.
have fixed the problem with the DCU?
No.
There we go.
I'm just gonna say it. No. I think just because
would.
we still have to lay the groundwork, and Gunn's gonna lay the groundwork his way, and you could definitely attach some of this to this movie and go like, yeah, this is just a different multiverse. Like, this is Earth 412. I just think this is just going to be what it is, which is just a standalone movie that doesn't get drawn to anything else.
Oh,
right.
We also saw a trailer for the Blue Beetle, and I'm sitting there going,
I like those trailers, and I'm like, I think this is surviving it.
I don't know, man. Like, it's so hard to care.
Why even put it out? Why even put it in theaters then?
But also at the same time, like, do you remember when we were
Max.
all freaking gutted when they just decided to totally can the Batgirl movie?
Yeah, but that was a movie starring a female protagonist, so they figured they could get away with it and no one would blink an eye.
I guess so.
You're
right,
not wrong.
but I'm just saying, like, that's still a bad outcome too. But I'm just saying, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, really, at this point, right? But it's like,
and because he's Latino, like,
that would just be horrible for
exactly
headlines.
And that would kill everything. I mean, that would literally kill everything if they didn't release this one.
Sure.
I'm surprised they're still releasing Aquaman 2.
I wonder if that's
well, because Aquaman 1 did pretty decent, right? Like,
right.
Yeah, but what is it?
So.
I because of the post-pandemic world we live in with movie releases, and Disney's kind of needs to figure this out too. If you have a streaming platform, you can do things where it's in theaters and 30 days later it's on said platform. You could do it for free.
Right.
You could do it for $15-20, like the way they did with Mulan.
Right.
So like something like Blue Beetle, I understand probably the list of reasons the execs have about why it has to happen in theaters versus put this on Max, make it
that's why
$5 and try and get in new subscribers that way.
Well, that's what I was shocked by Batgirl was that they had 90% of the movie done.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it costs more money to shelve it at this point than it does to finish it. Just put it on Max if you're not confident with it.
But it happened at a bad time. What I was gonna say with Aquaman is, I wonder, even the same with Blue Beetle, I bet that these are discussions they have had and they've come up with reasons why. And I wonder if one of the reasons for Aquaman is like Jason Momoa is like, if you do this, contract.
They don't want to burn that bridge.
They don't want to burn that bridge. And also maybe a breach of contract.
Yeah.
Right.
They did just put him as the villain in Fast X. So like, he's not, and I don't know how Fast X goes, but I'm guessing they're going to keep him around. So he's not someone they want to piss off right now.
Yeah. I'm intrigued. I don't know where they're going to go with this. I don't know what the big reset button's going to be. I think there's still going to be a big reset button.
You think there's
really
going to
do.
be a
So I really thought that
cataclysmic
this was
event?
going to be it. Like this movie was going to end. Like the way that they were like talking about this movie in context of James Gunn's DC vision was that I had this idea in my head that they tacked on a new ending to like, oh, they absolutely fucked the timeline and the Snyder universe is gone and it's going to be a
The only
new
reason I
horizon.
say no is
Supernova.
the only reason I say no is because of the Superman legacy castings.
Okay, yeah,
because they are starting from pretty young Superman.
right. And James Gunn said as much that he wants it to be a younger Superman or like
Right.
midish 20s or something like that.
Right.
Right, is what he's going
Which
for.
could have been fine for this movie if that's the age Superman was. Superman
Right.
wasn't that age, so
No.
yeah.
Okay. Well, where does it rank? I mean, please don't go through the ranking of all the DC movies, but like, just like on average, like where how is this?
Where does this fall?
How's this ranking for the DC? You know,
What's their batting average now?
So I'm gonna pull up my rankings.
Or you
real
have
quick.
them written down?
I have them in the letterboxed.
Oh, okay, perfect.
The DCEU. I have it in a list.
Marked?
DCEU. Let's see. So I have Wonder Woman, Shazam, The Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey, Aquaman.
Okay.
That's probably where it goes after.
After
Are
Aquaman.
you-
Okay.
Have you seen Shazam 2?
I have not seen Shazam 2 because
Nobody
of
has.
word of mouth.
Yeah.
So that will be not included in this ranking.
That will not be included in this ranking, but I'm pretty confident. I feel pretty good about the fact that it's going to go in the Wonder Woman 1984 Batman v Superman territory.
Yeah. Where does the Snyder cut go?
Right after Flash.
Right after Flash. Okay. So
Yeah.
you like this a little bit better than the Snyder
A
cut.
little bit better. And again,
Little bit.
I think the reason I like it a little bit is because it's not 4 hours long.
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing in its favor, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean,
I
like
liked the Snyder cut.
I think the Snyder
did
cut
too.
is leaps and bounds better than it should be.
Yeah.
Better
The
than
issue
Whedon
that I
cut.
had is that it's 4 hours.
Yeah,
I-
it's they should have kept that as a miniseries or whatever, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right.
Like as
They
a
really
form
should have.
miniseries.
That's how
and Yeah.
perceive it.
you sit down, you watch it, and then when the title drop happens for the next one, you
Boom.
pause and you leave and you come
Take
back
a half an hour break. It's like,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, get another
Yeah.
beer, whatever you need.
Get another beer. Yeah, I'm getting hammered watching the Snyder.
It's just as cohesive whether you're sober or drunk, man. I mean,
That's
whatever.
true. If you watched it in gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say it's right about there.
And what does that quantify that into a rank of out
Yeah,
of
I was
5?
gonna say out of 5.
I'll say
Where's
a 3 out of 5. 3 out
Okay.
of 5 time orbs.
Sure.
Without Ezra Miller, I think it could go to a 3.5.
Cool.
And
Okay.
that's what's tough too, is because, like I said, it just takes my enjoyment away seeing
sure.
them.
Yeah.
And it's hard because they are 100% in this movie. If it's not our line Barry, it's the other line Barry. Like it could be two different characters, but it's still Ezra Miller.
Yeah. It's so they're such a huge focus. They're in there twice, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's another reason why I said I wouldn't be shocked if DC goes and says we're going to keep Ezra Miller. I really hope not. God forbid.
So weird.
I
don't
feel
know,
like
man.
they just don't even care about the optics anymore. They're like, we survived it. We're
Yep.
through.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
another thing about that is there's like jokes in this about like drugging people and stuff like that. And,
Oh.
yeah,
Well,
and
this
like
was clearly written before.
Yeah.
some of
Well,
those
yeah. It was
things.
filmed in like 2019 or something like that,
Right.
right?
right.
So
Yeah,
and
yeah.
half of it was filmed while these things were happening.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, so when they were in Hawaii. But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, fun.
So yeah, I'll say a 3 out of 5 time orbs. 3.5 if it was somebody other than Ezra Miller. But yeah, I mean it's not bad. And while we're on the subject, I'll say that the Flashpoint Paradox gets a 4 out of 5.
Okay. Wait
Uh
a minute.
and-
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is the Flashpoint Paradox? Is that the movie? So there's like the meme of like of Reverse Flash, like kicking Flash's face in the ground and saying, "It was me, Barry. I was the one who, you know."
Technically yes, but that's not actually what happens. That's the funny thing about it all.
Right.
Because the
That's
Flash
just-
was like calling him out, going like, "What did you do?" And he goes, "That's the best part, Barry. I did none of this. This was you and
Okay,
you
so it's the exact
alone."
opposite of what actually happened. But like the meme
Exactly,
is,
yeah.
like somebody took it and dubbed it over and
Yeah,
made-
exactly. No, this
okay,
was
got it.
actually like his fault. Like apparently Zoom, that's what they call him, like Dr. Zoom or something like that. I can't remember exactly. They even mention it's Reverse Flash, but they don't call him the same thing. It's Thawne is his name.
Right, but isn't Thawne like his like real name or whatever? I don't know.
Eobald Thawne or something like
Thawne or something. Yeah,
Earbard.
He's the mean. He's the guy. He's the Yellow Flash who's mean and not nice. That's what I know.
And that's the funny thing too is like when he wakes up in this new world, basically he's left a ring with Thomas Wayne.
Okay.
And so like that's what keeps his suit and everything like that. So he like launches it, and is it his suit? No, of course not. It's the Yellow Flash suit. And basically Thomas Wayne's just like, yeah, he wants you to know that he did this.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Huh.
So yeah, I'll give that a 4 out of 5. Batman guns.
Flashpoint.
Okay.
I'm talking about
Flashpoint.
This is
yes.
this Flashpoint, the animated
Yes, because
film.
Thomas Wayne uses guns. There's
Yes,
no
he does.
anti-gun.
That's fine.
Thomas
Again,
Wayne's a Batman.
I don't want to.
people.
I'm not going to get down. I'm not going to go down the 20-minute diatribe of why Batman should never use guns. But Thomas Wayne, that's fine.
Sure.
Fine.
It's an alternate universe where that's fine.
Right.
It's not Bruce Wayne doing that. I guess.
Right.
This is where my line is.
And basically, he's just come to the conclusion that like this solves problems. Get rid of people. There's also not Harley Quinn. There's Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo might as well be Harley Quinn.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. All right.
So
makes sense.
yeah. So, talking about batshit crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get real batshit crazy.
Yeah, let's get nuts. You know
Let's
who
get
kills
nuts.
Batman might not kill people, but you know what does kill people? Bears that are addicted to cocaine.
And cocaine. Oh,
And
yeah,
cocaine. Yeah, right.
And
both.
cocaine. Yeah, bears, cocaine, bears.
And Battlestar Galactica.
And Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, a lot of people die in Battlestar Galactica. Most of the human race does,
Yeah.
actually. So, yeah.
So,
Kind of a bummer.
yeah, Cocaine Bear.
Hey, Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, the movie that captured 15 seconds of fame because of the wackadoo concept, the wackadoo trailer, and the crazy poster, and then a fair amount of people, I guess, saw it because per Wikipedia, they grossed $89 million.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
A budget
Shit, man.
made for 30 to 35 million. So
Are you
Studios gonna
ready
start
for
feeding cocaine to more
Are you
bears
ready
in the
for
wild.
Are you ready for the cocaine universe? Because
The
there
the
is
crack-
a
the
movie
crack-
coming out.
Verse?
the
Yeah.
crack universe.
There is a movie coming out that is something. Because there's Cocaine Shark that already exists. That was like
Oh,
straight
no.
to,
So was
that
that
was
like a
straight to
B
DVD.
movie, like
Yeah.
Sharknado?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
There's
there's
an
nothing on the
actual one.
Wikipedia page about.
Are you
like,
saying? Are you trying to
legacy
imply
or
that this
anything.
isn't a B movie? Like, come on, like
No, but like compared to Cocaine Shark,
yes,
no, I'm talking about Crackoon.
Raccoon. Oh,
A crack addicted raccoon.
You mean
is this confirmed in the same universe?
Raccoonie from
I
Everything
don't
Everywhere
know.
All at Once?
Okay, because funny enough, there also opens a time orb halfway through the movie, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of
right.
parallel
Yeah, it's
universes going on,
crazy.
so I just don't know which drugged up animal universe we're talking about here.
Okay, so
Speedy
it's a
Squirrel.
book.
Oh,
Oh, it's a book. Okay, got
It's a
it. Well, this
book.
is based off of a true story, supposedly.
yeah, very
Yes.
loosely based off a
Yeah,
true
no,
story.
I think that they've definitely taken some liberties.
So
with
wait,
the
here's
events.
Crackoon the book. When a
Yeah.
synthetically altered street drug is discarded in the woods by a drug dealer during a car chase with police, the fallout proves nothing less than horrific when an innocent raccoon eats it, transforming it into a nightmarish killing machine straight from the bowels of hell.
Wow.
We're the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to do a PSA about why crack is smack. and
Yep.
Crack is
shouldn't do
smack.
it.
Yeah, see, the only thing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are addicted to is pizza.
Did you see the like original meme about the cocaine bear when that was?
No.
It was literally like there was a because it is loosely based on a true story. There was
Yeah.
a bear
Right.
that found like
75 pounds of cocaine.
Yes.
I have it right in front of me.
and it lived for 48 hours or something like that. And somebody goes, literally, just imagine that was the apex predator, like a bear on 75 pounds of cocaine that lived for 48 hours.
I mean, to be honest, so I mean, spoilers, I guess, a little bit. This movie,
Spoil.
directed by Elizabeth Banks, stars
Yes.
Kerry Russell, Margot Martindale, the guy who played young Han Solo, Alden.
Yes, Alden,
E.
yeah.
I don't know how to
Alden,
pronounce
Aaron
E.
Reich.
Iron
Yep.
Reich. Ray Liotta, may he rest in peace, Jesse Tyler Ferguson. This movie is crazy. I would
Matthew
say
Reese.
I'm just
Andy
gonna
Reese, yeah.
I'm just gonna preface that if you've ever seen the movie Tucker and Dale versus Evil, and you liked that,
I love it.
Bear is not a better movie, but it's in that same
there are vibes
wheelhouse of horror comedy, but like
absurdist,
cubed time the gore.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I was going to say is like the crazy thing is that the amount of cocaine this bear does is not all at once. This bear is constantly. The bear ain't microdosing either.
Oh no!
The bear doesn't try cocaine one time. They tries it multiple times and clearly gets addicted to it. They use cocaine to lure the bear away, like a piece of cartoon meat, right?
Yeah, lots of packets of cocaine, and it's like it's more impressive that it just doesn't die because of how much cocaine it does. Right. Over a prolonged amount of time. The plot is half
there's a plot.
There's actually technically three concurrent plots going on at once.
Man.
So one plot is the cocaine itself. It landed in I think Georgia, Tennessee,
Knoxville.
In the woods. So not Knoxville proper. Sure. So it's a bunch of drug dealers going to the woods to get the pickup because they have to find it.
No, you're right. It is in Northeast Georgia. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah. Oh, come on now. What are you doing?
Right?
I know.
So one plot is them going to get the money, going to get the cocaine so then they can sell it, obviously. Another plot is I think like a 12, 13-year-old girl and her friend decide to play hooky from school and go into the woods to do some shenanigans. Into
the woods and home before dark.
C/3A, 3B. The plot 3 has a couple little bits. There is Margot Martindale as a park ranger who is alerted to the dangers of the bear.
One of the best villains ever.
Character actress Margot Martindale.
She was in season 3 of Justified, season 2 or 3.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so good.
It's a shame her character does not survive this movie.
Spoilers.
I said spoilers.
Yeah, I know.
There's no spoilers. Come on.
So there's her plot, and she's a little
fucking cocaine bear.
Jesse Tyler Ferguson. There's like 3 little punks who are stealing money from the park ranger's office, and then shenanigans happens with them. And then there is by far my favorite character. There's a detective cop lieutenant.
That's not Ponytail, right?
No, and now of course I'm trying to remember his name. My favorite character, and I can't even remember his name. So sad. His dog, though, Rosette's owner.
Oh, Isaiah Whitlock Jr.
Yes, who plays
Bob.
He plays Bob. Yeah, he's from The Wire. He's the from The Wire. Yeah.
So and then there is Bob, detective cop something or other, who is on the lookout, and he gets tipped off that there are drug dealers in the area. So his path crosses with them. At the same time, he just adopted a new dog named Rosette, and he's still getting accustomed to Rosette. So there's a whole emotional journey there. And from there, the bear just wreaks shenanigans and mayhem.
Yeah.
He kills a lot of people.
Your favorite word is shenanigans, isn't it?
Shenanigans are a great word.
There's a lot of shenanigans in this movie.
The next person that says shenanigans gets pistol whipped.
Take a drink every time somebody says shenanigans.
There is a pistol whipping in this movie, as it were. Pistol whipping.
No, it's just once this movie doesn't waste a lot of time to get to what everybody came to the table to see. A bear on cocaine killing people.
Raccoon. Got it.
And and you mentioned that you saw the ambulance scene, which is kind of in the middle of the movie. That's probably the best part of the movie.
I think that's the most bonkers.
Well, that's like the most this is the thesis statement of the movie, right?
Yeah, right.
And a bear
where he just runs down an ambulance.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Margot Martindale accidentally shoots somebody in the goddamn face.
Head.
Yeah, like straight
Pops
to the
his head like a melon.
Pops his head like a melon, and
then the face against the gravel.
She's bleeding out because she's been clawed by a bear multiple times.
In the ass. She got clawed in the ass.
In the ass. Okay.
Yeah.
That's Cocaine Bear. But all right.
That's Cocaine. Yeah. Is it the best Ray Liotta performance?
No, not even
but
really
it's
close.
A good. I think a part of him would be proud that he could say that this was my last film appearance.
Okay,
I mean, there's not many people. There's not many people that can say their last movie was Cocaine Bear.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it my favorite movie in the world? No. Did I feel
No.
like my time was wasted? A little bit. Did I have some fun? I did.
Oh,
Did you
technically his
pay to
last movie
watch
was
it,
Fool's
though?
Paradise.
I haven't heard about what is
Yeah,
Fool's
That's
no.
Paradise?
that's the Charlie Day movie.
Oh,
Where he's
is that
like
out?
a
Yeah.
silent oaf.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Huh.
that's out. It's almost on TV already because it's so bad. Apparently,
Oh, really?
It didn't
Oh,
look
no.
very good.
yeah.
'Cause he plays like a silent idiot, right?
Yeah, and the funny
like,
thing is, like, I kind of like the premise, but apparently it's just nope.
Oof, 16% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep.
It's not great.
Yeah, it might be one of the next bad movies.
Yeah.
This was did Andre pay to see it? No, because we checked it out from our
That's
local
true.
library.
We did use our local
Yes,
library.
the
And I feel like that was the
library.
appropriate method to
Indeed.
use.
Yes.
To
Yeah,
watch
no,
this film.
it's just get some beers, get some friends, get
Yes.
some substances if you partake. You'll have a fun time with cocaine
Actually,
bear.
that
But
sounds
also
like a good
don't do
idea.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, don't use cocaine.
Don't do cocaine. You want to know
kids.
what the movie is very clear about? Cocaine bad.
Yeah.
Cocaine
it's
bad.
true. Yeah.
Cocaine is bad.
I was just thinking of what Ray Liotta movie I saw recently. I rewatched Identity. If you've
Okay.
never seen that one,
No.
it's a good one. It's
Isn't
hmm?
Go for it. I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
So
of
it's
my
like
Ray
10
Liotta movie.
people at a hotel, and they're stuck there for the night, and they get picked off one by one. And Ray Liotta is a cop that has a prison transport that he's like responsible for and everything. And I'm trying to think who else is in this movie. It's what's his name? Shoot. Crap.
We're doing so well on remembering
know.
people's
We
names
are,
today.
Oh, but it's directed by James Mangold.
Oh, okay.
John Cusack. That's who it was. John Cusack and Amanda Peet. There also is Alfred
never
Molina
got in there.
and John C. McGinley. And Jake Busey, the brother of Gary Busey.
So I'm
Nice.
verifying this, what I think it is.
Okay.
Wasn't Ray Liotta? No, I guess he's not. I thought Ray Liotta was in the really bad He-Man Masters of the Universe movie from the 80s, but it's
No, I don't think so.
Skeletor. It's not Ray Liotta.
Oh no, it's not Ray Liotta as Skeletor. That's for damn sure.
Right. That's not a
How dare I?
I mean, I just couldn't. I don't know. I just can't imagine Ray Liotta. As
I am looking at his I'm looking at his Wikipedia page. He's in Muppets from Space as
Skeletor was Franklin Jella.
Franklin Jella, Ray Liotta.
Yeah. Okay.
No. I don't see it. No, not at all.
He's in Muppets from Space.
Oh my god,
Yay.
no.
Yes, he is. I'm looking right at it.
No, that's not. You know what I'm
He's
talking
also
about.
in the B movie.
The
Like,
B
look at all
movie.
these. Ray Liotta's all in all of these movies. He's in Charlie
was-
St. Cloud. Oh, great movie.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of.
He's been in a
films.
lot of movies.
I know, but I'm like seeing, like, I'm enjoying that all the movies I've seen him in are like the worst ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you
Terrible.
watched have you seen the Goodfellas
No, I've never seen it.
or just Goodfellas? Right? Yeah, just
Goodfellas, yeah.
not
Yeah,
the.
Goodfellas is excellent. And I mean,
Yeah,
like,
it's
he's
great.
in
We
a
should
bunch
watch
of
that,
those
Joe.
crime movies. I'm pretty sure he was in Casino, which is like
I think so. Hold on.
He's
let me
in Date Night, which I think Andre and I watched.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did watch that. Like I said, like I know he's known for like mobster movies, right?
yes, he's
Well,
definitely
right.
known for Mob and QB Halloween. How did you guys not mention that one?
Yeah,
Haven't seen it.
he's in Field of Dreams.
Haven't
Field of
seen
Dreams
that
2.
either. I really want to watch Field of Dreams. So he's also in Field of Dreams 1.
Yeah, I
he's in
know,
Field of Dreams.
but Field of Dreams 2 as well. Because
Wait,
Field
what's
of
Field
Dreams
of Dreams? What's two Field of Dreams 2 faster?
2. Field of Dreams 2 Lockout from 2011. It's a short, not a full movie.
Lockout?
Lockout.
That doesn't sound like the same thing.
No,
Oh, he's in Blow. Haven't seen that.
I've
Wait.
seen Blow. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What?
He
What?
doesn't. He's in Field of Dreams 2. I'm looking at his filmography right now. He plays Roger Goodell. What?
Yeah.
Not the same character. Okay.
No.
I don't know why. I think that's hilarious. That's awesome.
Yeah, you're welcome. He was Shoeless
Um,
Joe, but he's actually somebody else in this
Oh,
movie.
he's Shoeless Joe? I've heard
He's
of
Shoeless
that.
Joe.
All right.
I haven't
okay.
seen the
I need
movie.
to- I'll
He
do
was
respect to Ray
in
Liotta.
Hannah Montana.
Oh wow, great. I need to put a goddamn rating on this movie.
No, you don't. You need to find out that he was Bob in Frasier.
All right, I give this one 2.7 park rangers out of 5. Okay, there you
Oh.
go. 2.7.
2.7? Is that a, like,
2.7?
Yes, that third park ranger had their limb gnawed off by a
0.3 of it gone?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give it I'll give it a 3. Like,
Okay,
I had
okay.
a fun
Round on
time
up,
with
round on
it.
up.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'll give it a 3, or fine. I'll give it a 2.97
Oh,
out of 5. Paint the rainbows.
just a little pinky bit off there. Just a little pinky.
3
This is
pushes
so
it
weird
into a
because I'm
higher
still hearing you
echelon.
so well, where you're just like little pinky, and you completely disappeared off the screen.
I know. Well, it's because I'm grabbing another beverage, my friend. There's the beer fridge is strategically placed right next to my computer, so I can still use my headset.
But
There you go.
let's just say Rosette is okay at the end of the
Rosette.
movie.
Yes, Rosette makes it through.
You don't need to
We were all
Google
worried about
does
it.
the dog die? Rosette
Oh,
lives.
thank God. Thank God the dog doesn't die. I would literally fight everybody.
That's what I kept calling Audrey. I'm like, if that dog, something happens to that dog.
If something
I
happens to an
can't.
animal, like there's 10 out of 10 times I will ride against that movie.
There you go.
I mean, I also another appropriate rating would be 2.97 out of 5 CGI bears.
That's true. The bear CGI was a little rough. That's
A
where it shows
lot,
the budget the most.
I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. I saw the trailer. It looked great.
It's a real bear.
It's a real bear.
Real
I
bear.
just gave it peanut butter so it
Yeah.
could talk.
Uh-huh. Oh god.
All right, what's worse CGI? Hold up. Bear from Cocaine Bear
Uh-huh.
or talking Kangaroo Jack from Kangaroo Jack?
Oh my god.
So actually, it's interesting you brought this up because this is like you recontextualize Kangaroo Jack. It could be Cocaine Bear,
It
but
could be.
Yeah.
Cocaine Kangaroo.
Cocaine
Like
Kangaroo.
they have a lot of parallelisms to a point, and with some like you go in and just some adjustments to the script. Cocaine Kangaroo. It actually sounds kind of good. So
Actually,
we're gonna make the crack universe.
Cokangaroo.
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 Cokeroo.
I need to watch Kangaroo Jack again, but I think I prefer the CGI there because at least
no,
at
we do
least
not
that
need
there's
to watch
like
Kangaroo
you just
Jack.
really
you're
don't
not
need
even
to
trying
watch.
to suspend disbelief there. You know what I mean?
Isn't there a
On-
second Kangaroo Jack?
They
what
made
you
two
need to
of them.
watch.
Yes,
Didn't
I've
they
never
make an
seen the
animated
second one.
series too.
Yes.
They did
Today
make an animated
USA.
series. Yeah.
Andre, if we're gonna watch Kangaroo Jack, then we have to watch Paul Giamatti in Big Fat Liar.
Okay.
Big fat liar.
I
I
like that movie.
should have
We're
gotten an
gonna-
alcoholic beverage instead of the Spindrift, but here we are.
Are you not drinking alcohol anymore?
No, I'm. It's a school night, my friend.
We're gonna have some champagne
yeah,
though
that's true.
tomorrow.
We're having
Yes,
some
yes,
champagne
you
tomorrow
are.
for
Mostly
reasons
'cause we-
reasons we
For
talked
reasons.
about prior.
Reasons,
Yes.
and also just because we have
We
it's
also
taking
have a
up
bottle
room
of
in the beer
champagne that we
fridge,
do-
and we need to get rid of it.
You
That's
know,
fair.
It's gotta go.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's the thing. Claire's in Cincinnati right now, and she's driving back tomorrow with a bunch of beer.
nice.
And so she goes, "You better clear the fridge." So I'm like, "Oh, cool. I didn't expect to get drunk tonight, but
So here we are.
Amen.
Sometimes
In
it
a-
just happens.
I want to
shenanigans."
I want to posit I want to posit a thought experiment for a moment before we move into our next segue.
Okay.
Before we move into the next final bit. We're about to celebrate America's birthday, 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Watch your
Mhm.
movies. I was listening to a music podcast, and they were talking about Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA.
Yes.
And they made the point that if you look at like the album cover, he is the original America's ass.
Yes, he is.
So,
And like the whole story about that whole thing too, where she was just kind of like, she basically said, "Well, why don't you stand this way and like have your hand in your pocket and everything?" And it was completely by accident that they got this shot, and it's one of the most iconic albums of all time.
Yeah.
Probably like album covers, I should say, and
it's
albums
pretty,
in
yeah.
general. But-
Born that album, because that's Born in the USA. Does that also have Dancer in the Dark on it? Dancing in the Dark, not Dancer in the Dark.
Dancer in the Dark. I don't know. I'll need to look it up.
We're not a music podcast. If it's
We're not a music
obvious,
podcast.
but
This is not.
Thanks
Yeah.
for this weird tangent.
Yes. If you want a good 4th of July movie, I got one for you. Not Independence Day.
Okay.
Live Free or Die Hard.
Oh God.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's centered around 4th of July.
What number of that
Four.
is that? That's four.
That's
Four,
Can I
that's
skip?
the one
Can
with
we skip
Justin Long.
3? Can we skip?
No, don't skip 3. 3's still great.
But you
Is
liked
3 good?
2, and
Dude,
we did
I'm
not
sorry,
like
man.
2.
Like Die Hard 2 sucked so hard for
Yeah,
me.
it's
that,
not
like,
great.
Does
it's
Air
not
Force
bad.
1 take place on 4th of July?
I don't know.
Okay.
No.
Air Force 1's just
does
a
not
day.
take-
It's just
Air Force
a
1 is
day.
just a day, but
The Die Hard rankings. Die
Yeah.
Hard 1,
yep.
Die Hard 3,
Okay.
Die Hard 4, Die
Wow.
Hard 2, and then the other one doesn't exist.
Wow. I could have sworn. I thought you had 2 as your number.
I
2.
jokingly had it as one of my top 5 Christmas movies.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Okay.
at a
Got it.
list now of the 20 best movies to watch on the 4th of July. My hat to throw in this ring It's not all about on the 4th of July, but it starts on the 4th of July, is Benjamin Button.
Okay, I don't know, man. Jeez.
America's history told through the eyes of a man aging backwards.
Yeah. Okay. Sure, man.
Sure.
He had
It
one on
existed.
4th of July.
It existed.
Lincoln, The Sandlot. Oh, that's a good one.
Sandlot's a good one. There's the whole 4th of July
That's a
scene.
good summer 4th of July movie.
That's
a good one. That's a good one.
That's up there.
The Music Man, which has a big parade for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
If you like musicals and you haven't seen
Mel Gibson sucks, but The Patriot was pretty good.
Patriot.
Man.
Jaws.
I mean, honestly, like
Jaws,
straight up.
because he
Saving
wanted
Private Ryan, I disagree with.
Jaws definitely because he wanted all that money for 4th of July weekend, so he
Yep.
left it open.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Us is on this list. Glory, which I have not seen since
Wait,
middle
Us?
school.
Us?
Yeah,
Us
Jordan
isn't
Peele's-
a 4th of July movie. I know they go in the the lake, but not 4th
Apparently,
of July.
the hands across it's the hands across America.
Is
The tethering
okay.
stuff.
Okay.
This
Glory,
Esquire
yes.
is arguing it is a 4th of July movie. Selma,
Selma, okay.
Okay.
Hamilton, that's a good one.
Hamilton. You know what
Mr.
I'm
Smith
not
Goes to
watching on
Washington.
4th of July?
What?
Hidden
Dances
Figures.
with Wolves.
Dances with Wolves. Yeah.
I would like to spend the rest of my day outside instead of 5 hours inside.
Team America, World Police.
National
America,
Treasure,
World Police.
everybody. That
Treasure.
Oh,
is the
National
perfect-
Treasure. You're right. That's
Yeah.
probably the correct
That's
answer.
the answer.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the answer.
Book of
Patton,
Secrets, even.
Book of Secrets down
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
Forrest
Like,
Gump.
make it a double feature. Why not?
Yeah. Forrest
Why
Gump,
not?
okay. I kind of see
There's
that
a
one.
couple other. Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
Red
Oh,
Dawn.
Reeds!
That's a good one. That's a
I've
good
never
one.
seen
actually.
it, but
Oh,
I've heard of and
You need to
great
watch the
things.
80s one, just
Yeah.
so we're all
no,
clear.
no, not the reboot.
No, I'm talking about the one from the 80s.
Mhm.
Yeah, I totally forgot they rebooted it. Holy crap, that
Mhm.
was like one of the many. Oh
Is
god,
it still Russians who are invading?
No, that was
No.
Is it
it was-
aliens?
that was Koreans, wasn't it?
I think so, but I think it was generic Asians. Like I
Well,
think
oh,
they,
right. Yeah,
like
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I don't think they
Generic
said a country. They
Asians.
were just kind of like, oh, the Asians are attacking.
Yes,
Like
right.
it was that bad.
If you have a preferred 4th of July movie to watch, tweet us on Twitter.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Doing better than myself. Hey, we're everywhere. It came for a movie. Hopefully you don't exceed your rate limit for Twitter.
Oh
I
my
heard
god.
about this.
Yeah.
I'm not really on Twitter.
We're so glad you spend one of your 600 tweets reading
Yes,
reading
we are.
our tweets.
We thank you in
Yes,
advance.
thank
Yes,
you.
indeed.
Yeah, people that liked the fact that I was on a bar crawl yesterday for America.
God bless them.
you. Yeah.
Yep.
I got thanked for my service for going on a bar crawl for America.
Hell yeah.
Like the Denny's commercial. What did it taste like? America.
America. It did taste like America. I had my Ulysses S pants on.
Hell yeah. Guys, I want to talk about this goddamn movie.
All
so
right, let's
bad
talk
right
about
now.
it. All
Let's
right.
do
I want
it.
to talk
Let's
about this
do
movie.
it.
All right, where are we going? Across the Spider-Verse? Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Woo.
The sequel to Into the Spider-Verse.
The much waited and
Much
highly anticipated
yes.
sequel.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good. We saw it twice.
We did. We just saw it again on Friday. Yeah. So we
Yeah.
saw it opening day
in
yes.
and-
IMAX.
in IMAX.
I think we
like,
saw it the day after, but yeah.
we were so torqued for this movie, like ready to
Yeah.
go. Dude, it was one of the worst theater experiences ever.
ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
It was
If you're a teenage boy
Mhm.
and you're listening to this podcast, the rudest thing you can do is disrupt a movie by shrieking and shouting and then pulling out your phone and trying to record the last 45 minutes of the movie. I don't know if you're aware of this. That is illegal. And if somebody sees you doing that, they definitely have the right to take your phone, march it up to someone who works for the movie theater and present it as evidence and then throw your ass in jail. So don't do that. Shut up. I know your mom bought the movie and you didn't buy the tickets, but we're all here to enjoy this thing. If you want to be a brat, go be there somewhere else.
So yeah.
Bill, off the top rope, get fucked.
I
Like-
wanted to.
It was
Andre
so
had to hold
frustrating.
me back from yelling
Oh
at
my
them.
god, this
no,
is
it was
amazing.
so frustrating because like I knew the movie that was happening in front of us was so good, but it was so dude, we
Yeah.
were taken out of it like every
wanted
10
to-
minutes.
I'm
man.
glad
like
you guys
found-
got to see it a second time at least.
Yes,
Right,
and it was so
yeah.
much better.
Yeah, okay.
I found a pen in my bag and I really debated throwing it at the back of one of their heads. They would never have known it was me.
Yeah, it was yeah.
No, the problem is they think it's Andre, and then poor beautiful Andre would get into a fist fight with a child.
14
No, yes,
year
I'm
olds.
gonna get in a fist fight with a group of 10
To,
teenagers.
at least to
Good
our to the theater's credit, other people were also equally mad because they were being disruptive. But let's enough about that. Let's
Yeah.
talk about a great movie.
I want to talk
Across
about
the Spider-Verse.
Andre's canon event getting beat up by 10 14-year-olds. Just let it happen, Jill. It's his canon event.
This is how you became Spider-Man.
Yep.
No, this is how Jill became Spider-Man. Andre's dead.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm
Spider
dead. I
Jill.
died. Yeah. Yeah.
As long as I have a cool music motif that goes along
Yes.
whenever I show up.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Yeah, I don't really know where to start with this one. I would say that if you enjoyed Into the Spider-Verse, definitely go see Across the Spider-Verse.
Agreed.
Light spoilers, all spoilers. How do we want to?
I don't know, man. I don't know how to talk about this movie without spoiling the shit.
I think it's just spoil at
we're
this
gonna
point.
Yeah.
we're gonna say light spoilers, although we do apologize and we'll do our best.
Just on the
Yeah.
top, I mean, I think I haven't confirmed with Mike, but I love this movie. I thought this movie was great. Highly recommend. 2 thumbs
Yeah,
up.
we're not
Yeah.
gonna
Go see it.
No shocker, we really liked this.
We had an interesting conversation after we saw it because you had said, and I think this is the right way to put it, comparing it to the first one, it's comparing a 9 out of 10 movie to a 10 out of 10 movie. And
Yeah.
it's just like, it's still great. It's hard because you're comparing them, but
Right.
I didn't like this one as much as the first one, but I still very much enjoyed it. Highly recommend it for everybody.
I'll echo my sentiment. So I guess this is a slight spoiler. This is a part 2 of 3 films.
Yes.
So
Right,
this is
so,
the
like, it's
middle child.
incomplete,
It's the
you know?
second chapter.
Yes.
So
If
it's
they don't,
very,
if they could totally fuck up the ending, and it's like, well, if
We're not
Beyond
going
the
to Crystal
Spider-Verse
Skull
comes out-
this.
no.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. But what happens? Like, if Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out and it kind of doesn't stick the landing, does that
We're
mean
getting ahead of ourselves, guys.
We
Let's
are.
talk
Yes.
about let's talk about how we even get to this film's ending. If depending on how much we want to spoil it. So Into the Spider-Verse tells the story of how Miles Morales becomes Brooklyn's, I don't remember the name of his universes, Brooklyn's new Spider-Man through events and things. He meets other spider people, he learns he's not alone, and he grows into his own.
Yes.
Across the Spider-Verse definitely still follows Miles Morales' story, but what's really cool is that it explores and goes deeper into Gwen Stacy's story.
Yeah, like
Yes.
Gwen's almost the real, not
She's
real,
like
but
the second main character.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
like it's her arc, because like the movie opens obviously with Gwen's universe,
Not obviously
fighting
if
the
you haven't
Vulture.
seen it.
What's that?
Not obviously if you haven't seen it.
No, it's right, sure, I get whatever. Anyways, yeah, like it opens with Gwen's universe. She fights the Vulture. That's where we're introduced to Spider-Man 2099 and Spider-Woman. And you know, like it's her arc that starts and ends. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That bookends the movie, right?
Yeah.
Which makes sense, right? Because like this is like the middle part of a chapter. This is the middle part. There's a cliffhanger. Like we still need to have Miles doing stuff in the third one, right? So it's like it
Right.
kind of makes sense to have Gwen's arc be one of the main focuses, which is great. It's awesome.
Well, and especially the way it goes with it too is like how much Gwen grew as like I don't want to say as a person or like as anything other than she made decisions for herself now. And
Right.
Yes.
and like it's kind of fun to see that where it's like she's always the punk and everything like that, but really she's pretty much a rule follower when it comes to being Spider Person.
For sure. She
Yes.
she's not consigned to her fate. She goes from nihilistic to hopeful, really, right?
Right.
Which is cool.
Yeah. And that's I agree completely with that. Plus like her stuff with her dad and everything like that. I thought that was one of the coolest moments was the paint dripping behind them.
Yeah.
In that moment, because I thought it was just it's another little touch that they do with this animation that's great. Like in the first one, how Miles was slower animation than everybody else to show
Right.
that
He was
he's
animated
growing and everything.
animated at a different rate than
Exactly.
Peter was, because he still put it together.
Exactly. And those little things are just what makes this series so cool too to me.
Well,
Yeah.
right. This is the first, like we're making jokes about fucking multiverses and how exhausting they are, but like this is the first like
This is the one
multiverse
who did
movie
it.
Yeah.
that takes advantage of the fact that yes, we're in different universes. These universes should look vastly different. You
Right.
know, Gwen Stacy's Manhattan looks totally different from Miles's, which looks totally different from Mumbattan, which looks totally different from Nueva York. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
right.
convincing that we're going to all these different universes, and all these characters look so cool and unique, and
Right.
it's just it's awesome to see on the screen. You know?
Yes,
The
I agree completely.
animation in this one makes the animation in the first, like both look amazing. This
Mhm.
one blows the animation out of the water for the 2018
Right.
one. So if you didn't care much about the story, but you were there to sit through for the visuals, do that again because you won't be disappointed.
I wonder if the budget was a lot higher.
I bet they
I'm
must
sure it
have
was.
made
Yeah.
proof of concept. Definitely.
I'm pretty sure they had more
Oscar-winning film.
animators. Well, I'm pretty sure they had more animators for it too, which is weird because there's a lot of stories about how many animators
I was
going to
ask if we wanted to talk about some other stuff about
well, the thing is, what I'll say is that yes, they lost more animators, but I also think they had more off the top. And
not the thing I was talking about.
Oh, what were you going to talk about? Like the overworking and how?
Yeah, there's been a lot of crunch around this.
And somebody, I don't know if it was Phil or Lord, was like, "No, we didn't do crunch time," and then
I think it's Lord because I think Miller they were saying wasn't as, but I don't know. I thought I made a joke. All right, we don't need to talk about that.
We stand with the writers.
Yes, we stand with the writers. Yes,
but and also, hey, let's try to making art is very hard. It requires a lot of passion, a lot of effort. There's a way to be ethical about it, I think.
Right.
So yeah,
and that's the thing. I don't think he has that balance yet. So
right.
Gwen Stacy's we were talking about that. Miles's story has been Spider-Man for about a year now. He's still figuring things out. He's starting to be really conflicted on whether or not he'd tell his parents.
Right.
His villain for his plot of the Spot, played by Jason Schwartzman, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. They set him up as the villain of the week. And
I absolutely love what they did with Spot because I thought he was such a stupid villain. And by the end, I'm actually like afraid of him.
He's like
because they did a good job of setting that up. Because like in the trailers, it's just that ATM scene
with
where with the bread falling out of his stomach, and he has no idea what he's doing, and it's just like, okay, and they play it off well. Like Miles was like,
he has an arc.
What is your deal, dude? Who cares?
Spot even has an arc in this where he goes from one to another. So
he thinks he's like a screw up and everything like that, but then all of a sudden he realizes his potential even, and it's honestly, I think they did a really good job of Spot, and I hate it because just looking at him going, oh, this is the major villain,
right?
Really?
Yeah, it's a good plot arc with that. So he's that's kind of kicks off Miles' story through mechanisms of plot. He re-encounters Gwen, and together they ultimately go off across the Spider-Verse, and they land in probably one of my favorite segments of the whole film,
roll credits. Yeah.
And we get to meet the Spider-Person of that universe, and the way it all looks is so unique. The way it sounds, the way it's animated. I don't want to give too much away about this particular character. And that's kind of the halfway point of the movie where now we're officially off to the races with the multiverses. And if you've seen the Spider Society, if you've seen the trailers, this is where you get all of those spider people.
I do want to say, I think they showed a little too much in the trailers, and I know this is a classic complaint, but I think I've learned my lesson now, and I'm really going to try my hardest to not watch any trailers for Beyond the Spider-Verse, right? Because I know that I'm going to watch it. I'm a
sure thing at this point. Like it's
I don't need to be sold on watching that movie. I'm going to try my best.
To some credit, there's a lot of things that were not were kept secret, and we're not going to talk about them. Yeah, but those trailers really do give away some key.
I don't know, man. Like just the fact that the main emotional line that Miles delivers in it, like it is arc in that movie.
I said that they give them away.
Yeah.
But it's all it's all a smorgasbord for the eyes and the senses, and if I'd see it a third time if I had the time in my schedule this week.
Yeah.
It's really great. I can't wait to see the third one, which allegedly is coming out next year. I don't know if
I don't think that's going to happen.
True.
No way.
But no, I'm really curious to see how they close this out.
So the funny thing is, I think it's done recording.
See, so that's conflicting to what Andre said. So I wonder if they've animated it, but they haven't recorded the lines.
So and I just read a headline that Haley Steinfeld, who voices Gwen, she mentioned that she has not recorded any lines for the third one yet.
Okay, all right. Yeah. I thought they were recording it like at the same time, where it's kind of like you do.
That's what I thought too.
Thing. But okay, that makes sense then. If Haley's saying that, I trust her enough that it's probably what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. But again, I don't have a source to give that to you. So yeah,
right. Okay.
Yeah, Andre didn't miss. Do you want to? Is there more about Across the Spider-Verse you want to talk about?
I'm trying to rack my brain here. I will say that it's tough overall to be sure. I really like this movie. I think it's a great way to take the trilogy, as it were. I still think Into the Spider-Verse is like my favorite comic book movie, period. Like you can just watch that movie and it's one of my favorite Spider-Man movies still, and it's probably my favorite comic book movie still. And so I put that one just a bit higher, but I think this is a great direction to take a sequel. Like it ups the stakes, it ups the scope of the whole entire concept in such a great way. That's a lot of fun. So
it's keeping the multiverse concept fresh, which is impressive.
Which is
say
impressive.
Out loud when it's saturated now.
When we have so many different multiverses that we're juggling through right now that are
so
all
many
executed to varying levels of success. But
I also just kind of feel like it's like in Godzilla versus Kong, when it's just like, oh yeah, no, they're the apex predator, they're king of Skull Island for a reason, hold their beer, like get out of their way. Like, let me show you how it's done, son.
Right. You made me think of it because I had made a letterbox list of the movies based on comic books. Like I have all of them. And I was like, oh yeah, I need to add this one to the list. And then I just realized, no, I made this a live action one on purpose. Because Spider-Verse 1 and then Spider-Verse 2 would be my top 2 spots, I feel like.
I mean, it's now whenever I read like listings that talk about like Spider-Man content, it's similar to like Final Fantasy rankings. It's like, what number one's going to be. Like, let's just get the elephant out of the way now. It's Into the Spider-Verse, it's Final Fantasy 7.
It's almost more shocking that the end of your list, or like the middle of your list, probably, like if you were to go through Spider-Man properties, I think all of us would probably agree that the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is probably at the bottom of the list.
I need to see them.
Just so you know where we've come from at this, how far we've come since then.
But like that, and like Spider-Man 3, maybe, but like the in-betweens are so weird now because like I liked Far From Home better than I liked Homecoming. A lot of people don't like that.
Take.
Right.
Yeah. And then No Way Home, obviously, I like better than all of them, but But then what about the Spider-Man 2 controversy? Which one is better of those, And it's weird now.
Spider-Man, to me, it's tough to beat Spider-Man 2. Like that might be my favorite.
Which is fair.
One,
Which is fair.
Yeah. That's such a good sequel. I don't know. It's tough, right? But it does me kind of want to rewatch all the Spider-Man movies now.
The Raimis again. We got
not the Raimi. We just recently went to the
the Raimis again. Do it. Throw in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness just cause.
Yeah. Dude, this was such a better multiverse execution than Multiverse of Madness, right?
Well, yeah, because
and no one was running around. We need to save America.
They spent 3 minutes basically going through the actual multiverse.
Right. And it's like, imagine if you got to actually kind of hang out in those multiverses for like a little bit at least, right? Just to see.
Well, we get the big one that they spoiled in the trailers.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, it's a great Raimi horror film for about 15 minutes. Like that's the thing. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is like 3 or 4 different movies, and you know what's great is that you can fast forward to the movie you like, and then when it's over you just move on to something else. So if you want more horror Raimi, go watch The Evil Dead. If you want more
I want Evil Dead now. See, all right, you guys go do Spider-Man, I'm gonna do Evil Dead.
You want more Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange, just go watch the first Doctor Strange.
I'm gonna watch Army of Darkness even. Like, let's just
all right.
I love Army of Darkness.
What's the new Evil
Dead Rise?
Evil Dead Rise, yeah.
I heard that one was pretty good.
I've heard great things. I'll be honest, I'm kind of a wuss with scary movies in the theater.
Okay.
It's all around you. You can't escape
exactly. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I can, this is getting a little scary. Okay, I can kind of like look at my phone, but still look up, that kind of thing where you can kind of trick your mind a little bit. So scary movies in the theater, besides the Scream movies, usually are pretty much a no-go for me. But like, I do like scary movies at home. I'm one of those weirdos. I don't think there's anything in the closet or under the bed or anything like that.
Before we close the door on the Across the Spider-Verse, I do want to just make a comment about, it's like Oscar Isaac having like a great year, 2 years.
Oh, fantastic.
Amazing as Miguel. He was all over Moon Knight last year.
Right.
He was in Dune. He may be in don't quote me on this. He may be in a flashback in Dune 2 for all we know.
Right.
Spoilers on Dune.
A movie that's not even out yet. No,
No,
yeah,
I
spoilers.
Oscar
meant
Isaacs.
Dune, meant Dune 1, but that's
What?
fine, Jill.
Yeah,
I
'cause
said-
I'm still not gonna watch it. I don't care.
Fair. Oh, I was
He
talking
also
about
was
Dune
Gomez
too.
in the animated Addams Family movies.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
was he?
Yeah.
I have not seen them.
Yep.
Shockingly.
He was Gomez in the animated ones. And then I mean like
He's a
his
good
stuff
voice
with
actor.
Poe Dameron, like even though the movie sucked, he's still
He
one of my
delivers
favorite
the worst
characters.
line in all of Star Wars canon.
Somehow,
But here's
Palpatine
the
returned.
thing. Because it's him, it's believable. It's a terrible line.
That's a credit to him being a great actor.
I guess so.
Yep.
You know what? I want a buddy movie where it's Oscar Isaacs and my God.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I knew it.
You knew exactly.
Yeah.
America's
I want that
I
movie
mean,
too.
Hollywood's dads, like right
Well,
there.
All right, and because I also love the massive weight or the unbearable weight of massive talent,
Yep.
I want Nick Cage in that movie too.
Sure.
Just the three of them
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
high and making a movie.
You need something to balance it out. Well, the balance, like they need something to like challenge them, and that would be Nicolas Cage.
Mm.
Yeah. Or stay with me here.
Mhm.
Pedro Pascal,
Mm.
Oscar Isaac,
Mm.
Yes.
good guys. Nicolas Cage, bad guy.
Oh, okay.
Like over the top, zany bad guy. I want him chewing scenery, like
Face Off.
Face off. Yes.
Okay. Off.
Yes.
Like Castor something or other.
Castor.
Castor Oil. That's how I always remember it.
Not castor oil. Shit.
Doesn't
Ooh.
matter.
It does matter. It does matter.
Yeah.
Do you know what Oscar Isaac's character name was in the first Spider-Verse since he was in the after credit scene?
Was it
Spider-Man 20 something
2099?
Nope.
2099?
That was not his name. Castor Troy, by the way.
Castor Troy.
His character was Interesting Man number 1.
Really? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
That's
They
funny.
didn't want to reveal that it was Miguel O'Hara or
But like
Spider-Man 99.
They
but,
say
like, that
what
was-
year and where it is.
yeah, right. And he looks like come on, man.
There's
Yeah.
nobody else he is. I guess maybe they're hiding it in the IMDb.
Well,
It's-
oh man, you know what it could be? It could be a tease that like that's actually not Miguel O'Hara and it's like another version of him or
Whoa,
something.
whoa.
Well, no, in
this
Across
is
the Spider-Verse,
off
he
camera.
is Miguel O'Hara.
I understand that part,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about like the Into
Bigger
the Spider-Verse.
picture.
Because Into the Spider-Verse, like he has a totally different build. Like I like the way Miguel O'Hara looks
Does
in
he have
Across the
totally
Spider-Verse.
different builds?
He looks like Peter B. Parker. You know what I mean? Like same build.
This is
as
what
him.
we need to rewatch. I said we should rewatch.
We should rewatch
this.
it, but you'll see. Like, and they opted in Across the Spider-Verse to make him larger, more built. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, also
So-
to give him a distinct body type to look at because there's going to be so
Of
much
course, no,
happening on
it's
the
right. It's a good
screen.
idea, right? But like, I just chalked it up to like, oh wow, Thanos looks kind of busted at the end of
Yeah,
the
well,
Avengers 1, but
Right.
they totally changed his look for
I have
Endgame.
some off recording theories now. So
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
All right.
We should put a rating on this puppy.
Yes,
Yeah.
we should.
Okay.
Okay. Rate that puppy.
This is gonna be for
It's a good boy. That's
It's
the
a-
rating.
good boy. It's a good boy. 13 out of 10. Would pet the dog again.
13 out of 10.
4.5 canon events out of 5.
Yeah.
Oh, canon events. Damn it.
Yeah.
Took
Yeah.
mine.
I would give it a 4.4. Pretty close to Andre. Might as well just go 4.5. 4.5 out of 5. I'm not proud cakes.
I'm not proud cakes.
Yeah.
I am 4.5 out of 5 spots.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. Gap
Yeah,
spots.
we'll maybe we'll update this ranking once we have the last
Yeah,
chapter
Beyond the
of this
Spider-Verse.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we could talk this whole thing. So I'm kind of interested when that last one comes out. I think we could do a full episode on the whole trilogy. If
Sure.
it,
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
if
we'll
it
do
falls
that.
apart or if it sticks the
Don't
landing.
depress me. I want to believe it's not going to fall apart.
Yeah. I mean, like,
No, I'm going for stick the landing.
okay. All right. Yeah. I bet it's 6 landing too, or it just doesn't come out at all. Like, that's like, I think it's more likely that they just don't make it
Ooh.
than it being bad. Does that make sense?
As in they would pull the ripcord before. Or
I guess
it
actually what would be
just
more likely.
something horrific something very bad happens that just is like we cannot make this film anymore.
I'll be phrased another way. I'll be phrased. Wow. I'll phrase another way. Lord and Miller are not going to have their names attached to a bad movie,
No.
a bad finish.
Right.
Like, so like if they depart the project, that's when I'll be like, oh no,
That's when it's
what's
okay.
gonna happen? Yeah.
I think Lord actually helped co-produce Cocaine Bear, by the way.
Oh, really?
my God.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
like bringing back the Wikipedia page for it because I'm pretty sure I saw that on the.
Can we talk about one thing that
Lord
did distract me
produced.
about it though, real fast?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
The Sony characters.
Yeah.
So many characters.
So you mean like
no, the
who's gonna
Sony
actually cast
characters.
The Sony characters, not
Like
so
they
many
had Venom,
characters.
they had
I was literally just
Morbius.
about to ask, like, how'd you feel about the Venom verse
They
cameo?
didn't have Morbius.
They did for like half a second. They had
Oh,
Morbius.
where was he? When? Where?
Right? Am I wrong about that?
where?
I thought
I
he
don't.
was
I
in
don't
there.
remember seeing.
No.
Could have been. Yeah.
I thought he was in for like
recalling
half
that.
a second. Like it was like I can't remember
When
now.
did
Yeah, I don't
this
know.
would have
They showed and
happened?
they showed a clip. I mean, obviously they showed a clip of Andrew Garfield. You know, they
I think it's one of those like when the other spider people are fighting
yeah.
and showing like, hey, I am the one and only Spider-Man of
Okay,
this.
no, they're fighting
and
Morbius.
He fought Morbius.
Okay, huh?
But
And
not Leto Morbius.
no, it was Leto Morbius. Like it was animated Leto Morbius.
Huh. I'll have to catch that again.
It wasn't a line. It wasn't anything. Like there was no. You can't find a voice actor for it because I don't think there was a voice actor for it. But I think there was a part where it was literally, it was Morbius's outline, everything like that. That they were fighting a spider person of some variety.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Insomniac Spider-Man. I love that one.
Hell yeah! Sonic
Yeah.
Spider-Man was great.
Yeah. But yeah. All right. Sorry
Cool.
if I distracted everybody off of that.
No, you're fine.
There was definitely a Venom. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Venom was
They were not shy about that.
no,
Nope.
they do not hide that. Sony characters.
Speaking of, I mean, I'm very pumped for the Insomniac Spider-Man too. It's gonna be sick.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna say Craven the Hunter, and I
no,
was going to
who
hit
cares? Psh,
you.
whatever.
I'm gonna reach through this computer screen. Now I'm going to hit you.
No, yeah, who cares about that? I'm
I
talking
just
about.
want Aaron Taylor Johnson to get good roles, and
I know,
so
I
upset.
know, I know. Bullet Train. He was great in Bullet Train. He
was
did
great in
such a
Bullet
good
Train.
job. Such a good job.
Lion Blood.
The-
Lion Blood.
Doesn't deserve this, but whatever. Hope he gets paid. But
hope he gets
I
paid.
I can't see it going any other way besides Morbius. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah,
it
right.
comes out and it's a decent movie, that's great. But like,
It's Morbin time.
yeah, it's Morbin time.
I'm kind of excited that it's the first rated R one of these though.
Oh, I didn't know it was rated R. Interesting.
Yeah, it's rated
Okay.
R. So there's gonna be some like there's if you watch the Red Band trailer, there's a part where literally he puts like a bear trap on a guy's head.
Oh,
Like it's
okay.
What is this?
This is
I
Craven,
said that
Craven the
as-
Hunter.
Craven the Hunter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
So
Gonna
Aaron
be
Taylor
violent,
Johnson,
I
love
hear.
you. Yes.
Yes.
But it definitely is one of those Michael Caine situations. I have not seen the film, for it is awful. I have seen the house for which it's paid, and it is glorious. That's what I hope is an Aaron Taylor Johnson Craven the Hunter movie.
Mm.
All right.
So yeah. I think that'll do it.
Yeah,
We're gonna wrap it up.
that's a podcast.
Let's
That's a
do it.
podcast. We are game for a movie where we ask, are you game for a movie? I've been Mike, joined by
Andre.
I'm Jill.
I thought you forgot the order there for a second.
No, I was there, man. I was right
Yeah,
there.
you were there.
Ready.
You were there. We'll see you next time on Game for a Movie.
Bye.
Deuces.
Deuces.